Welcome to Bislish. I'm Chef Cameron Kurtz. Today we're doing Norte Beef, or corned beef hash coming from Davao del Norte. We're going to start off with peeling and slicing up your sweet potato. Sweet potato is, well, it's not customary, but hey, I like sweet potatoes, so we're going to add that in. What you're going to do is you're going to just kind of cut it into a big old cube, then you're going to slice it into finger size slices like this. After that, you're going to cut them into basically what looks like French fries. This is a pretty simple cut. Yeah, the French do it all the time. They call it dicing. I know. Pretty simple and straightforward. I like to use about 12 ounces of the sweet potato because we're going to use 12 ounces of beef later. We have a red onion here. If you can get some of the larger red shallots that also come from the same region, that'll also work out pretty good. I want to keep the pieces big because I want it to come through as a nice little textural change when we got the hash fully done. So we're going to cut it in half, cut it into pinwheels, and then go ahead and just dice it up real quick. See, I'm leaving in pretty big chunks right there. Other ingredients we're going to need is garlic, because Philippine food, you always need a bunch of garlic. So go ahead, smash those. And then I just like to slice them up real nice. Little matchsticks are usually pretty good. Right here we got some ginger, a finger of ginger. We're going to go ahead and slice that nice and thin. And then what I do is I leave it into very tiny strips. So I'm looking at like a matchstick size or something even smaller if you can. That way you still have a little bit of texture after you're all done frying everything up. We also have some chicken stock. I'm going to use about 2/3 of a cup, maybe 3/4. And there we have it all ready to go. You're going to start off with a hot pan. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to brown the sweet potato. We want to get some nice color on there because we're not going to have any opportunity once everything else gets in there. There's way too much moisture coming into effect. So you see I got the high flame there. I'm going to flip it a little bit. Sweet potatoes get mushy real quick, so we don't want to have that happen. We don't want to overcook our sweet potatoes. We want to make sure it still has a little bit of a bite to it. See, we got some color on there. After you get a little color on all the sides, I think this is a good time to swap it out. Let's go ahead and saute more of our aromatics. So the ginger first, it's going to give it a second, get right into that oil. Then our garlic, saute the two of them together. And then of course our lovely onions. And what you're looking for on here is the same kind of thing we were doing with sweet potato. We're doing a pretty high heat. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and add the corned beef. Comes in 12-ounce cans. If you want to be ultra authentic, get Norte Beef. You want to make my friend Chris happy? Well, you can use other. Oh, teaspoon of black pepper. I use a tablespoon because I like it spicy. And of course, what we're doing here is we're just adding about 2-3 tablespoons of soy sauce. We're going to add the sweet potatoes back in, and we're going to go ahead and cook it for a little bit. Once the heat gets up to the temperature, you're going to go ahead and add your chicken broth and allow it to reduce and mingle. This is the time in which we're actually going to cook those sweet potatoes all the way through. And of course, nothing is more delicious than doing a fried egg on top of all this. So I'm going to put a little olive oil in a pan. Yes, you could use other oil, but this is what I had, so I don't give a damn. I have a medium heat. I've got 1 egg, being nice and gentle in the pan there. And of course, I have to season it, a little salt right around the outside. Once it's set up all nicely, give it a little flip, fry the other side. And yes, I like a runny yolk. It's just delicious that way. So the plate up is, got the hash, got the egg, got some lovely rice, and cucumbers, because cucumbers are cute. And, well, start to finish, this whole thing only takes about half an hour, so good way to enjoy breakfast, lunch, dinner, end of the apocalypse. I'm Chef Cameron Kurtz. See ya.